I don't know where to look though. Okay, whatever. Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. For those who don't know me, my name is Jess, and today I'm gonna share my story with you and what happened in the past few years. I'm originally from Hong Kong and I moved to Australia, it's about 9 years ago now, for my uni degree. In 2020, things started to change. I remember I was showering one day and I felt a lump on my right breast. So I went to see a GP straight away and we did ultrasound, mammogram, biopsy. I wasn't too concerned back then. I was 24-year-old at the time. And I guess at a young age, you don't really expect anything bad to happen. So the biopsy result came back as inconclusive. And I was like, okay, that's fine. Like if the report didn't say anything, it's inconclusive, then I got nothing to worry about. The GP gave me two options. One is to monitor my current lump, see if the size changes and come back in 6 months' time to repeat all the tests we did. And another option was to see a breast specialist straight away. He was happy to write me the referral. So I was like, okay, it doesn't sound too urgent. And I was 24, I didn't think anything would happen to me, so I'm just like, oh, and I was broke as well as a student to repeat all the tests again in like next week. It just sounds like, why are you wasting all the money? So I decided to leave it a bit longer to monitor it, and in May 2021 I decided to see a breast specialist because I could feel the lump has grown. They repeated the same test that I did a couple months ago. So I wasn't too worried, like it wasn't the first time I did a biopsy. And the test result came back on Mother's Day 2021. I told my specialist, I was like, why are you working on Sunday? But then after I said that, I knew something was off. I can just feel it. And then she broke the news and say, yeah, we got the test result back and unfortunately you got stage 2 breast cancer. And I was like, okay. I didn't really understand what that means when you hear the word cancer at such a young age. From that, it was just full-on appointments, treatments, and procedures. It was intense. So before I started all the treatment, I did IVF to preserve my eggs. And then I did chemo, I did surgery and radiation. Radiation finished in February 2022, so I was like, yay, I am finally cancer-free. I really thought that cancer was behind me. So I went in remission for 2 years. Life was really good. I finally could fly back home to Hong Kong to see my parents, and I did a lot of traveling, met my best friend Danny when I was in Singapore. So yeah, it was really good 2 years, I would say. Everything was good until January this year. Everything just turned upside down again. I thought I caught a flu I was coughing, I had a fever, and my breathing wasn't normal, so I thought maybe I got COVID or something. So the flu did go away, but the breathing was still off. I still noticed my breathing was really weird when I was doing Pilates. So I reached out to my medical team again, and they say come for checkup straight away. When they did the x-ray, they can see my right lung was completely fine, but my left lung was white. That means it was full of fluid, and the fluid was kind of like squashing my heart a little bit. So I did a procedure to drain the fluid out, and they also have to send the fluid to a lab for further testing to see if there's any cancer cells. It was a really long wait. I probably waited for almost a week for them to get the result back. And during that time, my thought was everywhere. I kind of knew that it was cancer coming back, and I googled how long do I still have with pleural effusion, and Google said 3 to 12 months. So I was like, okay, there's nothing else I can do. I should think about my wills, my funerals and stuff like that. So when the result was finally back, my oncologist confirmed that the cancer has spread to my pleura, which is the middle of the two lungs. I asked her how long do I have, because I was expecting the absolute worst, and she said it was like a bell curve. Most people will live 5 to 10 years on treatment, and if you're super lucky, then you can have more than 10 years, and some people have less than 5 years. So I was like, okay, at least I have years. When I thought 2024 was bad, it just went from bad to worse. So the drug they gave me back then from January didn't work. So I had to keep doing the same procedure, because from time to time I couldn't breathe. The fluid kept coming back. Yeah, it was a bummer that, because we all thought it was gonna take a few cycles for the drug to work, and they decided to put me back to chemo indefinitely. But the good thing about this chemo was I won't lose my hair again. I told my oncologist, I'm like, I would rather die if I lose my hair. Yeah, I've been in and out hospital a lot this year. And now I'm on chemo. I feel okay. It sounds weird, and it is weird when people look at you and be like, you are so healthy, you exercise every day. They just don't expect you have cancer. But yeah, I feel okay now. It was just the time they have to find the right dosage of the chemo. Then I felt a bit sick, but now I just felt like I can do anything that anyone can do. So I don't really feel any difference to normal people, apart from I have to take tablets every day, having hot flushes and some minor side effects that saved my life. So yeah, I'm coping. One thing I do want to mention was my motivation. And some of you might face the same situation, battling with life or cancer. When I was doing my invasive chemo back in 2021, I came across this Netflix documentary called Light Up the Sky. So that's when I met my favorite artist, Blackpink. It was their documentary of how they were before they debuted. Like, they had to train for years to become an idol, and at that time they didn't even know if they're gonna be successful or if the company's gonna choose them to be in a girl group. So it just really inspired me and reminded me to keep going, even though you don't see a future or it was really hard. Yeah, it kind of reminded me about my journey, and I'm so proud of them and I'm proud of myself. So yeah, this is me. Thank you for watching the video till the end. I'm not here to be inspirational or anything, and this channel for the future is to document my journey, my remaining life, and most importantly, I hope to raise breast cancer awareness between young women. I also have this really big dream. Now I learn how to dream big. I really hope to see Blackpink one day. And hopefully singing and promoting breast cancer awareness with them. But if there's one thing I'd like you to take away, that would be young women can still get cancer. And when you notice something, don't ignore it. Don't just see a GP. You have to see a specialist to get a second opinion. So that's it. Thank you for watching. Until next time, take care of yourself. Ciao.